Hey everyone, Larry Walsh here for Cheryl and the Margins. Recently, we at Cheryl attended the Channel Focus event in California. If you don't know about Channel Focus, it's been going on for a couple of decades. It draws some of the best and brightest minds in the business to it every year. And it's a great place to have really interesting and probing conversations. Now, a topic that is on everyone's mind, it's rolling off of everyone's tongue, is ecosystems. There's a lot of people out there who believe ecosystems are the next wave, the next generation of go-to-market for the channel, or even supplanting the channel. Now, I, for one, have a different opinion on this. I think ecosystems is something that we've always done in the channel, that we've always worked with multiple partners and multiple players to get products to market and satisfy the customer need. But ecosystems is a word that does tend to encapsulate this process a bit better than a conventional channel model. So while we were at this event, we had the opportunity to talk with a number of channel chiefs and thought leaders about this very issue. We asked them, pick one, ecosystems or channels, and their responses were quite thoughtful and quite interesting. Let's take a look.
Choose one. Channels or ecosystems?
I'm going to choose ecosystems. And I'm going to choose ecosystems. About 18 months ago, I influenced changing my title from VP of Global Channels to VP of Global Ecosystems. And for me, that was a way to not only internally and externally represent the diversity of our partners and bringing them all together under one umbrella. Although I do agree with you that it's not really different than what we're doing, but it definitely is talking about different roles and responsibilities, sometimes in the same opportunity, in the same customer, and in the same sales cycle. So I'm pro ecosystem.
Okay, this is a tough question. Channels or ecosystems?
Oh, yeah, ecosystems.
Okay, why?
Ecosystems, because channel to me is kind of brings me back to 10 years ago when I would turn to somebody to resell my solution or be a distributor for me to help me open up business in the Middle East or something like that. Ecosystems implies more of a collaborative sell with, and we're talking about selling. What about marketing? We used to call it TCMA, through channel marketing automation. Mm-hmm. These days it's not through channel, it's to channel, through channel, for channel, despite channel, in behalf of channel. I mean, there's so many different go-to-market motions in the marketing and in the selling space. I think ecosystem is probably a better term to kind of round all of that up.
All right, I want you to pick one. Channels or ecosystems?
Ecosystems.
Okay, why?
Full stop. Because I think it takes multiple partners with multiple capabilities and expertise, and no one can do it alone. And they need the expertise of teaming together to bring it to life for the right outcome at the right pace that the market is demanding right now.
Okay, pick one. Channels or ecosystems?
I'm going to have to go with ecosystems on that one.
All right, why?
I just think it's just reflective of what's happening out there. I don't have a better word to describe it.
Yeah.
I like the idea of ecosystem does have a holistic connotation to it, and so that's what I'm sticking with. We're going to have to deal with reality.
Okay, pick one. Channels or ecosystems?
Channels.
Tell us why.
Because I think ecosystems don't really represent what we do, and channels allows us to think of it in more of a matrixed environment.
All right, pick one. Channels or ecosystems?
Channels.
Really? Tell me more.
I like the idea of channels where it's very clear on how these resources talk to buyers, engage with buyers. Ecosystems, I love the ideal. I think it's really important, but I think there's still some work to be done on how these ecosystems really work and play together in the sandbox. I'm not sure we cracked that code yet.
Yeah. All right, Bill, pick one. Channels or ecosystems?
I've struggled with this one for years.
Yeah.
I think I finally figured it out. I need them both.
Okay.
And I think the answer to it is when you use it and are you consistent. I need channels when I'm talking about those traditional transactional relationships we have with distributors and VARs and systems integrators that you sell with and through. Those are channels. Direct is a channel, right? It's a route to market. But over the last few years, the relationships with all these other partners, these influencers that you and I have spoken about, right? The ISVs fall into that category, IHVs, implementation partners, strategic technology partners, alliances. They don't fit into that word channel. It's more complicated. So it feels better to use the term ecosystem when you pull them into the full story. And I think it helps you tell the entirety of what the ecosystem is about. So you got to use them both, but at the right time. Does that make sense?
Go ahead and pick one. Channels or ecosystems?
I'll do it the exact way that I did on my LinkedIn profile. This is a channel. It is two-dimensional. You are selling from a software, hardware company, maybe through distribution and then through a partner. An ecosystem is three-dimensional, where maybe there are multiple partners involved. Maybe there are multiple technologies involved. Maybe there are multiple infrastructures involved. But it's, 1 + 1 = 3 is the ecosystem, whereas the channel is a massive part of that. Like, I think all of the mistake I see people making is saying, here's the channel, and then you have ISVs, and then you have alliances. That is not at all the case. Channels incorporate ISVs and alliances and business partners and technologies and influencers, but the ecosystem makes it multidimensional so that they're actually able to live, not just live like sleep, but live as in breathe and move and eat and grow.
Well, that's about all the time we have for this edition of In the Margins. I appreciate all of our special guests from sharing their thoughts about ecosystems and channels, and I thank all of you for showing up again and checking out In the Margins. If you like what we're doing here, please hit subscribe, hit like, tell your friends, and check out all the other great content we have for you on Cheryl.com. Until next time, I'm Larry Walsh.